Denver Motors, can you hold? Tell Stevie we've sorted the radiator, but he'll need to bring it back in next week for the full service. Hello? No. Earliest we can manage is next Friday. Sorry. Sorry about that. We're run ragged right now. This thing with Andy. Well, we can't let any of the lads take the piss like this, otherwise they'd all be at it. Some of his mates out there, they're sick trying to cover for him. Hello? Oh, sure, love, but I'll need to call you back later. Okay. We're losing business. Because when Andy's on form, he's one of the best, but not anymore. No. No, I've got motors stacked up out there, and he's gone AWOL for days. I feel like I'm being taken for a ride. I phoned his house and left a message with Angie, his wife, telling him to come in at 11. I mean, the guy's off sick, and he's not even home when I call him. I think it's time to say, screw the nut, or you're out on your ear. Any of the guys will tell you, I'm a reasonable boss, but we've all got our limits, and I'm way past mine. Way past. Ah, you got my message then?
Yeah? You're up? Busy?
Mobbed? Yeah. Look, Andy, it's time to get straight. Oh, no. You're not going to land another sick-in little line on me, are you?
How'd you guess?
Christ, Andy, you've got some brass neck. We've been knocking our pan in these past few weeks, and all you do is send me one lame excuse after another. Okay, what is it this time? PMT?
Cancer.
That's not funny.
I know it's not. It's bloody sore.
Am I getting you a bacon roll?
Can't you see we're busy? Now! Sorry. I feel terrible.
So do I.
I mean, jumping in accusing you of swinging the lead. You were one of my top guys.
Still am, I hope.
I'm really sorry. I mean that. But you're so young. You look so healthy. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
It's testicular.
Oh no, they're not going to, you know...
Yeah, they're taking one away. The op's in a fortnight.
But that's best, isn't it? Well, no, not best. It's all hellish, but for the recovery.
So they say. Still can't quite get my head around it. I am sorry for messing you about.
No, my mistake. I should have known it was serious.
So, do you want me to go over the treatment plan? I mean,
no. Just give me a line and go home. We'll keep in touch. Don't worry about anything. Have you told the guys? Would you like me to
No,
put in a word?
I'll do it. I'll probably have a new nickname, eh?
You will?
Well, yeah, there was a guy at school we used to call Oddball.
Oddball? Oh, yeah. Very good. Glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humour. Well, good luck.
Cheers, Roy.
Oh, stupid am I. That poor lad, he's got cancer and he hears me thinking he's taking the piss.
How did that go, Roy?
Well, I made a complete pig's ear of it, didn't I? Typical, accusing the guy of lazy attitude. There he is, sitting with cancer. Worst of all, he's wanting to talk about his treatment, and I'm shooing him out the door like it's catching. I panicked. Simple as that. Ask me anything mechanical and I'm fine. But see, when it comes to real people and real problems, well, I just haven't got a clue.
How did that go, Andy?
I feel better now it's done. I was dreading it. I couldn't sleep at all last night for going over it in my head. But Roy's a really good boss. He likes to crack the whip, but he's fair, you know. I'm only sorry I wasn't straight with him from the start, but you know, when I found the lump, I was sure it wasn't going to be a big deal. I didn't want all the hassle, so I just kept quiet. I thought, I'll get the test done and no one need know. Then one day at work I was putting on my overalls and it hurt. I mean, real agony. Couldn't work at all again after that. Nightmare. I mean, I really love my job and I feel kind of lost without it. But I'll get this sorted and I'll be back. You watch me.
Thanks, Andy.
The manager that I've got, he is a very, very nice person. And I think because of his cancer, he didn't know how to react. He kind of blanked it. Will it go away? I'm sorry, it doesn't go away.
Well, initially, I spoke to the boss when I found out basically that I had cancer. And he was quite subdued about it. And I would think very understanding. He was quiet, he never said hello, he let me speak. And then basically asked me what was the procedure from now on, what was going to happen. And I was saying at that particular time I'd been informed that I was going in for an operation in a fortnight's time. So, to be fair to him, wished us luck and, you know, and I actually says to him, do you mind if I speak to other members in the section and just let them know, you know, instead of them all finding out various ways. So that's what I done. And then, as I say, I went for the operation and basically it was confirmed it was a tumour.
I knew I hadn't been well because I had a few months of really not being well and being at the hospital and coming back and going again, and because it took quite a few months, it took like basically 6 months to diagnose, and I hadn't been too well before that, so they knew that it wasn't just out of the blue from that point of view. But obviously my age and things, people were, you know, like myself, was the last thing you would expect, and I suppose from anybody, I suppose it doesn't matter what age you are, it's the last thing you're expecting to hear. So I suppose they're really shocked from that point of view. Yeah.
The garage owner's obviously under a lot of pressure himself, and I think he wants to be a caring employer. I think he's concerned, but he jumps to conclusions, possibly because he's under pressure. Who knows? It's not a good thing to do. I think you have to really, I would advise always to try and find out the facts and deal with the facts, not jumping to conclusions, because it creates barriers before you start even trying to communicate with the individual. I think it's important not to create those barriers and not to jump to the conclusions that the person's at it, in inverted commas. It doesn't do anybody any good. The individual, when he comes in, the person who says that he has cancer, the other thing to say about that is don't jump to conclusions about cancer. It doesn't always mean they're not going to come back, or they're, you know, in some sort of grave illness that they can't do anything with. And I think it's important to emphasise that too. So, you know, people talk about the big C and all that kind of thing. It's okay to talk about cancer, and it's okay to talk about treatment for cancer and what that entails. And I would suggest that it's important to talk about what does it entail? How long is this going to take? How long are you going to be absent? Is there anything we can do? Is there anything that you can do for us? Are you bored at home? Can we intervene in between treatments? That kind of thing.